Well, as always, it is safety first. And if you're a younger model maker, please ask somebody a little bit older to help you with this week's thumbnail. Hi, welcome back to St Blazey Model World. I'm Roger. And when I say welcome back, I really do mean it. It's been a rough couple of weeks as my good lady and I finally succumbed to the coronavirus. As for this week's subject, well, it's strippers. Ooh, matron. Let's have a look. Now, when it came to removing paint from a metal model to go back to a bare metal situation, my previous product of choice, my go-to option was this one. Available here in the UK from DIY stores everywhere. But I noticed when I bought this particular tin that it wasn't reacting in the way that I hoped it had done, and also not reacting in the way that it had done previously. That led me to do a bit of digging around, really. What did I find? Well, I found that they have removed the hazardous substance from the product so that whilst it still does what it claims to do, you need a lot more product to get those results. Health and safety gone mad. Of course, there's nothing wrong with health and safety, and we need to observe some basic precautions. But I've been using this stuff since I was a little kid. Managing the risks, taking responsibility for my own actions. But I found that this particular product is not the only one. Living where I do in remote Cornwall, we burn a lot of our combustible rubbish. I recently, by mistake, purchased a white spirit that was not flammable. Yep, you've heard it, a white spirit that you could not set light to. What's that all about? I don't get it. So, having experienced these difficulties with this product, I looked around. So, after many, many years, decades in fact, I'm afraid it's goodbye to this product and hello to this one. Oh yes, something new. This is St Paint Panther. It's a very similar product to the Nitromors that I used to use, but it actually does what it says on the tin. Far more effective. Cost-wise, about the same actually. This particular tub cost me just under £12 from a DIY store. Probably could get it cheaper on Amazon. What have we got? 500 millilitres, good enough. There was plenty there to remove the paint from this particular project, and we're ready to go. Very similar health warnings on the back, of course. It is a chemical product, and despite the humour of this week's thumbnail, if you are a younger model maker, please make sure that somebody a little bit older helps you with any stages that might inflict damage or cause you harm. That's the very last thing we want, as we encourage more and more young people to join the world of scale model making. Now, dipping your model into a bath of caustic soda and water will remove the paint after a period of time. But please remember, it is another chemical process, and so once again, if you are of a younger age, please ask somebody a little bit older to help you with this stage. Now, of course, another way to remove paint from your model is to use a rotary device, be it a Dremel or something similar, or even an electric drill. But remember that if you're going to do that, you need to use something like a brass bristled brush. Yeah, I had to say that slowly. Remember to wear eye protection, because the brass bristles will deteriorate and fall away from the brush. You don't want those in your eyes. But it needs to be brass, because remember that most die cast metals are made from what is called white metal, and that is very soft. And if you use a steel brush, you're going to have marks all over the model that need sanding down and reworking before you can get to the stage of priming. Before you remove anything back to bare metal, I always recommend taking photographs of important details, such as adverts and destination screens. Why? Well, because once you've got a model back to bare metal, it's easy to forget that these things once existed. If you have a photograph, you've got some reference points to refer to for enhancing the model once it's completed. Well, that's it for this one. I hope we've given you some information that is of use and of help. I hope you found it informative. There are different ways to strip down a model back to bare metal, ready for that respray, that Code 3 project, whatever you want it to be. Just remember to take care, observe the precautions, as I've done throughout my life. As you can see, I'm still here. And while these products may have some element that needs to be handled with care, with a little bit of responsibility, we can get there. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time, for your viewing. As always, I would love it if you would leave a comment. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you found something on the channel that you might like, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell, select all, and that way you won't miss another video from the channel. Take care, guys. See you soon. Stay safe now. Bye-bye from St Blazey Model World.